themselves. The grandson tossed the meat to the grass, nodding his understanding of the elder's intent. He turned to the other men and gestured with his spear that they should move back to their camp before the sun dipped below the hills far to the west. Before moving off, the boy thought a moment, then placed his hand inside the leather pouch draped over his shoulder and brought out his prize for bringing down the woolly beast. The liver, wrapped inside the slippery stomach, lay beside the bundle of meat. The delicacy was an offering of highest honor for the followers of men. The old man nodded at the boy's offering, then turned and watched the tall grass behind them. He knew the eyes of the giant were on them. He sensed it, felt the presence of the creature that had picked up their trail in the northern reaches of the high country well over a year gone, following and forever watching. The elder raised his arms to the sky. The sharpened staff, crowned with the feathers of the great-winged eagle, held high as he swept his arms low, indicating the offering to the great creature he knew was watching. Then he moved the staff to the south, and the band of hunters moved away, leaving only the bones of their kill and the offering to the great beast. The giant creature stood over 11 feet tall. Its sheer weight alone was equal to 8 of the humans it followed. The massive head had a broad brow, indicating the possibility of it carrying a brain near equal to that of a man's. Its ability to walk upright made the animal quick of foot and steady on uneven terrain. The eyes held the spark of intelligence like no primate before. The mouth was filled with teeth capable of chewing the harsh grasses, twigs, and bushes of the western continent, being flat and broad, as well as the large, sharp incisors of the meat-eater. The great beast was not usually a scavenger. In its natural element of forest or jungle, its kind excelled at providing for its females and its young. The art of camouflage came naturally to the hairy beast, blending in well no matter the terrain, due to its thickness of fur and its ability to vary the crevasses and valleys of that fur, creating many broken lines and never a clean silhouette. The great creature watched as the old man gestured toward the spot from where he was crouching, hidden from the humans. The creature's brown eyes narrowed as the stick the man held indicated that there was something on the ground. The giant huffed deep in its throat. The large, thick lips were pursed as it thought and puzzled something through. Then it relaxed when it saw the old man follow his young away from the spot of their kill. When the humans were far from sight, heading toward the dunes of the southern sea, the beast stood to its full height. Its brown and black hair rustled as it tilted its head. The great beast liked the evening and its coolness. The large hands reached out, touched the tall, sweet grass, and ran its powerful, thick fingers over the tops of the growth. It blinked, sniffed, and looked as if it were enjoying its moment alone in the soft evening of this new world. Then, like the old man a few moments before, it froze and sniffed the wind. There was a scent it had never smelled before, a heavy musk that was similar to the great cats of the beast's home region, only different somehow. The giant crouched and smelled the air. But as it did, it knew the scent was gone, vanished on the breeze as if it had never been at all. The creature felt the approach of the 3 males and 6 females of its own clan as they came from the taller grass where they had been hiding from the band of men. The 2 offspring, the last of their young, ambled out on unsteady legs and watched as one of the largest of the males in the group turned toward them. It eyed the male and female young, then turned around and smelled the air once more, turning in a slow circle, huffing and sniffing at the air. Satisfied that there was no danger to their young, it grunted and then ambled toward the offering of fresh meat left for them. As the alpha watched, the second largest male pulled the liver from the grass, tearing at the stomach lining to free it. The young ran for the huge broken skeleton and wrestled with the giant ribs, shaking and pulling as the adults watched. Their eyes were kind but aware, always aware of their surroundings.